Why you want to be an Army aviator? Honestly, this took me a while to write. I mean, the truth is, it's an awesome jobs and chicks dig pilots, right? But that's probably not what the board wants to hear. Although they probably all know it's true. Or for you ladies out there, guys dig pilots too. But yeah, I mean, not totally self-explanatory. I don't think. I've heard two different schools of thought, obviously, on opposite camps. You know, I've heard that what they want to hear is the Soapy I've always wanted to be, an Army aviator, so it's my dream kind of thing. And then I've heard people who say, no, they get that all the time. You need to stand yourself out. I'll post a link in the description to my essay down there. If and what I went with something a little different. You'll see later. You know, I went with the selfless service kind of tactic. You know, it's one of the. I guess I should say I went with putting as much Army rhetoric into my essay as possible. So selfless service, one of the core values, one of the Army core values, and then I put in I managed to work in the Army aviation mission statement, and at the end I put in this will defend, right? So as much Army rhetoric as I could, saying, hey, I really want to be part of the Army, I really want to be an aviator because this is what I want. And really, you know why you want to be an Army aviator. You just have to put it down eloquently on a page, which can be difficult. I recommend, if you can, if you're still in school, if you're still in college, or you're still in high school, so you're 17 or 18 getting ready to graduate, go to an English professor or teacher and help them, you know, get as much help as you can. You don't have to do this. Really important, you don't have to do this alone. Just get as much help as you can on writing a good essay, because the essay really, it's so important, I think, because I mean, they're not meeting you face to face, right? So anything, and this is a big part, how you write, how you present yourself. We'll go a little bit into that also in the DA photo, but how you present yourself is crucial in this application process. At least that's what I've been told. But yeah, why do you want to be an Army aviator, right? Job's awesome and chicks dig pilots. Oh, and really quickly on whether or not it has to be typed or handwritten. I did both, and I think that only the typed one actually got submitted for review. But if your recruiter says, well, you got to do a typed one, a handwritten one too, just do it. Takes like 15 minutes. It's really only a page. It should really only be a page long, so it's not going to take long. Handwrite it. Kind of an aside here, maybe I should have put this in an earlier video. If you don't know this yet, especially a civilian applicant, active duty people probably already know. Right now, as a civilian, you're trying to get into the military, everybody outranks you. So if somebody tells you to do something and you know it's not right, for example, your recruiter tells you you need to handwrite your essay, and you know, I'm not exactly sure right now, but I'm 98% sure you don't need to handwrite your essay. But your recruiter tells you to handwrite your essay, handwrite your essay. It's just a lot less gripe. Just do what they tell you, and that you're going to make them happy, and if they're happy, they're going to want to help you more. I learned that lesson with, if you followed my earlier videos, I got my letter of rec from the Chief Warrant Officer of the Aviation Branch, and he told me he wanted me to get a cover sheet checklist for my packet, but because I'm a civilian applicant, I don't need one. But because he told me I needed one, he did not write me my letter of rec until I gave him that that checklist that only active duty guys need. And yeah, so somebody tells you to do something, unless it's unlawful or whatever, do it. It's just going to be easier. So the recruiter tells you to handwrite your essay, handwrite your essay. And you should probably just do it anyway because it's good to practice your handwriting.